Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be making a Scream 6 video that should be a pretty interesting video for me to make. 'Cause we've already gotten all the cast for Scream 6 confirmed. Um, and like there was a few people that we knew weren't returning, obviously, but we have all the cast now for Scream 6, and they finished filming. So I decided, you know what? There hasn't been much Scream 6 news lately anymore. And, I want to make a theory slash prediction type video on who I think the killers will be for Scream 6. And yeah, this should be fun and interesting to video to make. Basically, you know, there's we have all these characters, all the new characters, we have the old characters that are returning, and you know, I was asked somewhere. I think it was one of my older videos. I think um like someone asked me to make a video about like all the characters for Scream 6, and like what kind of characters I think they'll play. I'll probably do that one a little later on, but I wanted to make this video first. And yeah, let's just get into predictions and theories and speculations of who I think the killers will be for Scream 6, because I've seen so many theories and predictions, like different, YouTube videos or Twitter or Instagram, just like a whole bunch of rumors everywhere on the internet, and like theories of who people think the killers are. And I kind of see a lot of people going for like the most obvious killers. They're like picking the most obvious choices. And like I feel like with me, I don't think the people that people are saying that are the killer, I don't think they are. Which is, Josh Segarra and like Samara Weaving, um, Dermot Mulroney. Like, I feel like people are kind of choosing the most obvious killers. Me personally, um, I don't think Josh Segarra is the killer, and I don't think Samara Weaving is the killer. I mean, I said it about Samara Weaving. I don't think she's the killer. Um, but Josh Segarra, I don't think he's the killer neither. I think he's probably just gonna be like a red herring and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be like multiple red herrings for Scream 6, so yeah, I don't think he's the killer. But I think um who I think the killers are, honestly, the the one killer that I do think it is Dermot Mulroney, but it's not for the reason people have been saying, because I've seen people say that, oh, he's the killer because of the interview that he did where he was talking about how he's gonna have a daughter that, gets attacked or whatever, and it like, and she may or may not die, and like that's what connects him to the story and plot for Scream 6 and whatnot. And people were speculating, oh, like what if he's getting revenge for his daughter's death or something? He's like the male version of Mrs. Loomis or something. Like, I've seen, a lot of people say that, and so it's like I'm not. The reason I think he's the killer is not because of that. It's mainly just because I feel like whenever he had first gotten confirmed, I been had that theory of just like when he first got confirmed to be in Scream 6, I had that theory for like a while that like I feel like he probably is the killer. I mean, we know he's a cop, right? We know he's a cop slash detective, whatever. And he's gonna have a daughter. But I think the whole daughter thing is kind of irrelevant. Because I just doubt the whole, getting revenge for his daughter's death thing is gonna happen. But like, what if? Because like, I feel like Dermot Mulroney could be like the first cop killer. Because we've never had a cop be a killer in the Scream franchise. We never had a police officer be a killer. It's like, so it's like, I mean, it could happen, and like, would that not be a cool thing to see? I mean, because we've always had like just like, regular teenagers or like, young adults or like older adults, just be the killer. But it would be so cool to like have someone else be the killer, like, be like a cop or like a teacher. I mean, like, just like things that are like outside the box, like something that is out of the ordinary that we never really see regularly on the Scream franchise. I mean, that's just something, new that, could be brought to the table. Like I would want to see a cop be a killer in the franchise, and then like whenever like if Dermot Mulroney would reveal himself to be the killer, like we could have this like epic reveal of like how he planned everything and like what he did, and how he manipulated everyone, and like imagine just the whole just speech at the end with Dermot Mulroney with him explaining everything, and like like that would just be so awesome to see. So yeah, I think he could probably be the killer, to be honest. He's on my suspect list. And I also think Leona Liberato, this girl right here, I think she's probably the killer as well. I don't know why, but I have a feeling she's probably gonna be the killer. I really don't know why, but there's for some reason I just think she is. Um like I feel like be like the she might be like the I guess the character that no one's really suspecting. No one like we're gonna watch the movie and like no one's gonna suspect that her character is even a killer. We're probably just gonna see her, throughout like scattered throughout the movie. Have a few scenes with her. She just looks like just an ordinary student or whatever she's gonna be in the movie, and we don't think anything of her. But then you know, in the end, she's like she gives a surprising reveal because she gets revealed to be the killer and no one suspected it. I think that's what she's gonna be. And Dermot Mulroney, I think he might he might be a little bit of a red herring. I feel like he might be a red herring a little bit, but I feel like overall we're not really gonna suspect him that much. So then it'll make the reveal even more surprising. So I think that's probably what's gonna happen with those two characters. And I think Devon Nakota, I think she's probably gonna be the killer as well. I don't know why. I just think she like whenever she had gotten confirmed to be in Scream Six, I just had this thought in my head. I was like, what if she's the killer? Because like I saw like a whole bunch of like rumors when she was like first confirmed to be in Scream Six, and like there was rumors of people saying that Devon Nakota is gonna be like related to Amber or whatever, which I don't think is gonna happen. But I do think that she's probably gonna be the killer. Like she might be the obvious killer, if I'm being honest. Like she might. I mean, she looks like she could be vicious and you know brutal and just crazy. Like I mean, I don't know. Just I feel like she could play that off well. Just like just like maybe she's like just like a red herring throughout the movie, but like she feels too obvious to be the killer, and then boom, she gets revealed to be the killer. I mean, I honestly I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, because like if we have at least one obvious killer, because I think like the reason why I said Dermot Mulroney, Leona Liberato, and Devon Nakota are going to be the killers is because um I don't know why it did that. It freaking just went off the screen recording, but anyways, the reason why I think Dermot Mulroney, Liana Liberato, and Devon Nakota are going to be the killers is because I think there's going to be three killers, which I know that's what everyone wants. We all want like three killers, and some people want more. I mean, I've said before that I think four killers could be possible, but I don't know. I think for now I'm just going to say three killers, and that's kind of the limit of killers I want for now at least. And like it would be cool for us to see three killers finally for Scream Six, and like what if they're all three of them are working together? and Dermot Mulroney, like I said, Dermot Mulroney, Liana Liberato, they're both um not going to be like someone that we suspect, but but like in the end they're going to be like surprising because you know as long as they had enough screen time for us to get to like at least kind of get into a little bit of just knowing their character a little bit. I feel like you know it'll be surprising, because if they pull like a Mickey from Scream 2 where he's like, we don't see him until like the freaking um so the like we don't see him until the end of the movie, like because he the last time we saw Mickey was like what in the cafeteria scene, and then he just disappeared, and then we never seen him ever again until the end of the movie when he revealed himself. And like unless like as long as they don't do that, I feel like it'll be surprising, and yeah, it'll be a good reveal for both of them. But and then Devon Nakota, I think she could be like the one killer who's obvious. Like she could be the one that they make just so obvious and suspicious, and then she gets revealed to be the killer. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, because honestly, like people complain about obvious killers and whatnot, but I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal because I think for me with obvious killers, I would rather have an obvious killer than a killer who's like we barely ever seen throughout the movie, and then like they don't even give off they never even gave off those killer vibes to begin with. We barely saw them throughout the movie, like, and we barely got to know anything about them. So it's like if they you know, and then they revealed themselves to be the killer, and they just never even gave off those vibes, and we barely even got to know them. And then like it's like I feel like that's worse because like at least with the obvious killer, you know, as long as they've had enough screen time and you got to know them, I feel like that's better because it builds up the tension of you just because you'll probably be like, oh well, this person is too obvious, so you're probably gonna just be guessing other people as well, and it'll be like a mind game of just like trying to figure out who's the killers because you see the obvious person as like just a red herring, and it works well when you do it like that. And then when they finally reveal themselves to actually be the killer, it just makes it even more surprising, you know, even if you kind of suspected them. But if you have a killer that barely had any screen time and like they never even gave off those killers vibes and we never even got to really know them, it kind of sucks, like, and I felt like for me that's kind of what it was with Roman, to be honest, from Scream 3. I felt like he never gave off those killer vibes. He never did. And he also was just barely even in the movie. And then, when he revealed himself, I don't know, it just felt kind of out of place. Do I like Roman's motive? Yeah, I like his motive. I like the final showdown between him and Sydney. But I felt like, just the way it was executed and planned out for him. I don't know. I just don't really like the build up to his reveal and just the way it was done. Like um they could have really, done that a lot better with his reveal, and like they could have gave him more screen time and all that stuff. So I felt like, Roman, he was kind of wasted, to be honest, but I don't know. I felt like if they have that kind of situation for Scream 6, I feel like that would kind of suck, because like I said, we have to at least get to know the character more. And I'm not saying they have to be a red herring because they can be kept as a just a regular character to us who we don't suspect. There's nothing there's nothing wrong with them not being you know I'm not saying that they have to give off killer vibes for them to be believable as a killer, but I'm just saying that we at least have to, get to know them, a little more. We have to go more in depth into their character, and we have to, get screen time with them. Because if they reveal themselves and they just feel so out of place and out of nowhere, then it's just like it kind of sucks as a reveal, It's not really surprising. It's more so just like, oh, well, we've barely even seen this person, so it's not like you just don't really know how to feel when you see a killer that is like that just feels like it came out of nowhere. But for sure, um, with Dermot Mulroney and Liana Liberato, I think that they might not be obvious, but I feel like Devon Dakota will be obvious. And either way, I feel like they're all going to be working together. They're going to be the killers. Maybe one of them turns on each other. Um, and I feel like that maybe we have them fighting each other because what if like they betray each other or something, and they start like we see them fighting in the Ghostface costumes, and we're like, what the heck is going on? Like and throughout the movie, we're just like, holy, we're like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Like, two ghost faces are fighting each other, and then like it'll just be awesome to see. Or like, how in Scream 4 in the opening scene of Stab, we had like that first opening scene with Scream 4, whenever they had Stab, I think it was Stab 6, the first one that they played, and like the we saw like the two ghost faces come out, and like they both killed the two girls. And they both came out at the same time and killed them. Like imagine something like that. Like we see two ghost faces just killing people, like going around. We see them together killing people. Um, and we don't see the other one until later on. I'm like that would be cool to see. I mean, like there's just so many different things they can do, and I'm sure like, and I've talked about this before. Like a lot, I talked about a lot of this stuff before, but it's like it would just be awesome to see, though. I mean, it would just be new and different for the franchise, and it would be like a big shock to our faces just seeing two maybe like two Ghostface killers like running around at the same time killing people. Like they're just tag teaming and whatnot. Like that would be awesome to see. Or like like I said, like two ghost faces are fighting each other and trying to kill each other. One of them betrays each other, or maybe they're not like two of them are working together, but there's another one that that like let's say Dermot Mulroney and Liana Liberato are working together, right? Let's just say that. Let's say they're working together, and you know, Devon Dakota is the other Ghostface killer, but they don't know about her. And then she reveals they, like we don't know about her neither. And she, like that like they basically it's just two Ghostface killers working together, and the other one is working by themselves, and no one knows about that other last third Ghostface killer. You know, like that would just be awesome to see. Just it builds up more mystery. It would be awesome to see. But yeah, I feel like it that would be something new and just shocking to us. And but yeah, I just think that when it comes to who I think the killers will be, I think Dermot Mulroney, Liana Liberato, and Devon Dakota are going to be the killers. Now, if you're wondering why Roger L. Jackson, because like first of all, I had gotten this from the Scream 6 casting on Google. That's and like for some reason it had Roger L. Jackson on the casting list because he's in Scream 6, but he's not the suspect that I have on the list, because he's obviously just the voice of Ghostface. But what's it called? But they also didn't have Devon Dakota on the casting list either for some reason. So I had to just find another just image and just post it here. And but yeah, this is my suspect list, but I had a different suspect list as well because um I was thinking just what if this character right here, Thomas could draw. I don't know how to say the last name. Because I was thinking like, what if he's the killer as well, and Dermot Mulroney are the killers as well? Like they're like, because I feel like, to be honest, he fits. He looks like he could be a cop. He could probably like be a cop, or like a detective. He could be like a side worker who works with Dermot Mulroney's character in the police station, and they're both investigating crimes and whatnot. And I feel like that's probably possible. Do I think he's possibly the killer? I mean, it's possible as well. I feel like I because I had a theory video whenever he was first confirmed to be in Scream 6, and I said that I think that he would be like the father of Mindy and Chad. But you know, I mean that's possible still, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. But I think he could probably be a killer, and him, Dermot Mulroney, could be working together as cops in the police station, and they're both killing people. Um, either and maybe him, Dermot Mulroney, Thomas Cadra, and Henry Czerny, from Ready or Not. Them three could be working together. You know. That I mean, that's possible as well. Um, because Henry Czerny's from Ready or Not. I saw him in Mission Impossible as well. Um, but I mean, in Ready or Not as well, he was like he just played like because I don't think Henry Czerny has ever played a killer. So I mean, it would be cool to see him as a killer because we would then go back to see his character from like Ready or Not, and compare him to Scream 6 and be like, wow, he was just this innocent, you know, character in Ready or Not, and then in Scream 6, he's a freaking villain, he's a freaking killer, and I feel like he could possibly be the killer as well. So yeah, these are basically my two different suspect lists. So my first one, like I said, is Dermot Mulroney, Diana Liberato, and Devon Dakota, and then my second one is Dermot Mulroney, Thomas Thomas Cadra, and Henry Czerny. These are my two different suspect lists of who I think the killers could be. Um, and yeah, that's basically my theory video of who I think the killers will be. I know people. I've seen some people have different lists of who they think the killers will be. I mean, it's just interesting to talk about in general because like it's all speculation, and it's just fun to just guess who the killers could possibly be. We all have different lists. I've seen different opinions, and it's just fun to see. And I've seen some people say that Jack Champion could be the killer, because apparently he's just gonna be like this. Jack Champion's character is apparently gonna be like this, just you know, this innocent, character. Like he's just like shy or whatever, and like people said that he might be the killer because he might just be like a normal character to us, but then he reveals himself to be the killer. I think that's possible, and but I've seen people say that they think Tony Revolori is the killer because um, I mean that was a theory that I talked about as well because like people were saying that Samara Weaving and Tony Revolori are the killers together because apparently like Samara Weaving was wearing like a Ghostface outfit, which I said like I already made a whole video about that. You guys could go check that out. I don't think Samara Weaving and Tony Revolori are the killers, and even if Tony Revolori is the killer, I don't think he's the killer just because he's wearing boots in the picture. I mean, like I said, how many like how many characters in the Scream franchise have been red herrings who are wearing boots? I mean, that's literally been the case like at least 95% of the time. I don't even actually I don't even know. like, but probably because I think Amber was wearing boots. In um in like Scream, I think it was Scream or Scream 5. I don't know why I'm like thinking about it, but because I was also thinking about something else, like of another character. Because I think Mickey was wearing boots as well, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. But like I said, 95% of the characters that have worn boots have literally been nothing but red herrings. So it's like that's why I don't think Tony Revolori is the killer, because I just think that him wearing boots is just probably just gonna either he was just the actress who he just wanted to wear boots that day, or like I said, they probably filmed a scene where they're gonna show him wearing the boots, and he's gonna just be like, we're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like he's wearing the boots, but he's just a red herring, so it's like I think that's probably that's the main reason why I don't think he's the killer. Do I think he could be the killer in general? Yeah, it's possible, but I don't think he's the killer just because he's wearing boots, though. And with Samara Weaving, people were saying she was wearing the Ghostface costume in one of the pictures. I don't even think that's what it was, to be honest. And even if it was, like that could have just been like, just a behind the scenes photo of just her, like, having just wearing it. Because I mean, like there was because it's just like there's people in the behind the scenes that were what's it called? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have gotten to wear the Ghostface costume before, and they weren't the killer. It was just like a fun behind the scenes photo, just for fun. Just a picture. Like I don't think it like foreshadows her being the killer, and I just don't think she's the killer in general. And yeah, I don't even think she was actually wearing the Ghostface costume. And I just think it was just a regular behind the scenes picture that people kind of just speculated a little too much on. But at the end of the day, it's just whatever, it's speculation. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I don't think Samara Weaving is the killer though. I know people said that, oh, like what if Chad or Mindy are the killer? You know, people have speculated like one of the returning characters could be the killer, which I've said is possible because I think I've said it a few times in a few of my videos that I think that you know Mindy could possibly be the third killer, like the secret third killer, or you know, she probably wasn't working with Amber and Richie in Scream 5, and she reveals herself to be the killer in Scream 6. I said that possibility. I've said that, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of a theory that's like it's kind of a long shot. I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, me personally, I don't know. I don't know if that'll actually happen. I don't think any of the returning cast for Scream 5 that were in Scream 5 are going to be the killers. Like, I don't think Sam is going to be the killer. I don't think Tara is going to be the killer. I don't think Chad is going to be the killer. I don't think Mindy's going to be the killer. I think, I don't think any of these returning characters are going to be, revealed to be a secret killer. But, it's fun to speculate. It's fun to speculate. So, who knows? Everyone's a suspect, right? So, let me know who you guys think are the killers for Scream 6. Who are your suspects for Scream 6? And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this video. If you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I put a lot of effort into it. I tried to make this video a few days ago, but I just didn't have time. I've been busy with school and all this stuff. So, but now that it's the weekend, I was finally able to make this video. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.